What's up guys, Silver here with another Spartan Assault achievement guide. This time we're doing part 2 of 117, which is earn all gold stars in all operation missions. So for this video we're going to cover getting all gold stars in Operation B missions. And one of the biggest tips I could give you in general if you're having trouble getting to a gold star threshold on any of the missions is to modify your loadouts before you head into a mission. You could change your primary weapon, secondary, armor ability, but the biggest thing I think you could do is add a damage booster. There is a score booster that increases the amount of points you get per kill and everything, but since you could kill enemies faster with the damage boost, you could actually string together a lot more sprees, and you could also finish levels a lot quicker. And those two factors will be able to increase your score more so than a simple score boost would be able to. I'm just going to have a standard loadout for all these missions, but if you're still having trouble even after using these strats, just throw on a damage booster. It should be able to help you out significantly. Also, just something to point out real quick, the gold star thresholds do vary a bit based on whichever version of the game you're playing. There are 4 different versions of this game. There's one for Xbox One, one for 360, one for Windows Phone, and one for Windows 8. So these guides will be based on Xbox One's version, but if you're playing a different version, just be aware you may need to shoot for a different gold star threshold. Alright, so as we spawn in here into B1, we're going to kill the nearby grunt, and then we're going to cut up to the left, and there's a crate of fire bombs. We're going to grab those, and then we're going to go up to the top of the map here. There are a bunch of grunts coming through the shield door. We're going to basically one-shot kill them with the Magnum, or two-shot kill them if they're the higher level grunts. The ones in white you have to kill with 2 shots. But we're going to throw a firebomb at one of the spawn locations on the shield door here. So you can see we have anybody who comes through that section basically instantly die because of the firebomb. They just basically walk into the fire, and that enables us to keep our multi-kill going. So you can see I'm getting a ton of killionaires at this point because I'm killing all the enemies in the area that aren't in the fire, and the people who walk into the fire, they're not lasting very long. So that's how we keep our multi-kill going. And the way you get a lot of points is through multi-kills and sprees. So basically, just one-shot kill these grunts for the most part, and whenever your firebomb runs out, throw another one at one of the sections where people are spawning into the map, and keep it going. This killionaire is going forever. We already have more than we need, I believe, for the the gold star score, the gold star threshold. So just keep that up as long as you can, and then eventually you'll run out of fire bombs. I have one left here. I'm going to try to throw it one more time at the enemies that are spawning in, and I accidentally threw it in the opposite direction. So I don't know what that was all about, but we'll cut back here. There is one more firebomb in that crate that we went to in the beginning of the mission, but I'm just going to cut back and hop on this turret because this mission is pretty much over at this point. Rack up a few more kills. The turret isn't a bad way to go when it comes to increasing your score either, so this is a pretty good way to round out the mission, even though we have hit the gold star threshold already. But this mission is pretty much over. There it goes. Mission accomplished, and let's see what we got here. We have 146k, and we only needed 115 to get that gold star. So on to the next one. We're going to grab the sprint right there, and then we're going to grab the grenades, more fire bombs. We're basically going to do the same exact strategy as we did in the first mission here in B1. We're going to do the same thing in B2, but we're going to sprint past the first mission, or the first part of the mission. Go past these Wolverines. You're supposed to actually defend those, but if you get far enough away from that encounter, or any encounter actually, the friendly and enemy AI don't actually do anything. They'll actually just stand there and wait for you to get closer again before they actually start doing anything. So we're just going to run straight to the end of the mission. Those Wolverines in the beginning of the mission won't die because we're going to get far away quickly enough where the enemy AI does not attack them enough to blow them up. And then we'll just get all of our points at the final encounter here at the end of the mission. So here we are. We're pretty much at the end right now. You can see there's another group of Wolverines. We have to defend these guys now. And we're just going to start in on our multi-kill again. You can see we already have a killionaire going. But we're going to use the same strategy that we did in the first mission in B1. We are going to throw a firebomb at one shield door. You can see in the top left of the screen there's a firebomb going right now. I need to throw another one now just to keep it going. And all those enemies in that shield door will walk through, meet a fiery demise, instantly die, and keep our multi-kill going. And in the meantime, we're going to focus on all the enemies coming through this shield door down lower to the right. And as you just saw, the first handful of enemies that come through that shield door are actually grunts with no plasma grenades. So I was just literally meleeing them immediately upon their spawning into the map. So kind of a double whammy. The firebomb takes care of all the guys up top, and then I take care of all the guys at the bottom as they spawn in, instantly killing everybody, whether by firebomb or by melee. But eventually the grunts that spawn in the right shield door start coming in with grenades, active grenades. They're suicide grunts, so you can't just smack them as they come through the door anymore because obviously they'll drop their grenades and blow you up as well. So you can't do that anymore, but we'll just back up when that happens. You can take them out with any of your guns. The Magnum is a great option to take out the grunts. It's a one-shot kill for the orange ones, two-shot for the white ones. The turret is also a great option. We're going to hop on here and just kill all these people as they spawn in on this right shield door. The left shield door, we had a firebomb going, but it burnt out, so it's going to get a little hectic here. Fortunately, it looks like that drop pod that Elite came in on is going to block that path, so a bunch of grunts are going to build up there. That doesn't always happen, so you can't count on it, but usually the drop pod is around there, so it slows them down at least. They're kind of stuck in a spot where we can't really get to them with the turret, but that's okay with us. Since they're kind of clustered there, we can take them out with one single grenade, clean up the rest of the area, and that should be the end of the mission here. There it goes, mission accomplished. And let's see what we got. 281, and we only needed 175, so there we go. On to the next one. We're going to immediately exchange our armor ability for Stun Blast, and then we're going to run down here. We want to finish this level as quickly as possible so we get a pretty good time bonus at the end. We're going to run over here, use the Stun Blast to stun these guys so we could easily melee them to death. Then we're going to wrap around, throw a grenade at that Elite to take him out quickly, and we're going to nade the turret as we take out these grunts in a circular fashion. But we've cleared out this section. We got all the way up to a kill apocalypse. We could have gotten a killionaire, but the Marines were a little too helpful and stole one of our kills. We're going for slays here. We're not going for team kills. It's not a team sport, this achievement. We need all the kills for ourselves. The Marines need to take a step back, take a breather, let me do everything, but they're not programmed to do that. They're programmed to steal kills, basically. So usually it's helpful if you're just going for completion, but not in this case. But anyway, we're going to go over here. We're going to hijack this Wraith. It's a shade turret. We're going to hop in there, and then we're going to take out all the enemies in this area. Hopefully you could chain together another multi-kill. Then we're going to hop out and destroy the shade turret that we were just in because it's actually worth a good amount of points, 2,500 to be exact. And then we're going to roll up to the top of the map. There's another Elite that needs our attention. We are going to stun blast this area, then take out all the enemies. You could melee them, you could shoot them once they're stunned, do whatever you want. They're stunned for a decent amount of time there. Grab some plasma grenades from the crate up there, and then we're going to head over here. You don't need to take out these jackals, but I decided to give that guy a little sticky surprise. And then we're going to run back to where we started the mission, and then go to the right side of the map, which has the 3 remaining Elites on it. We're going to take out these jackals because they're in our way. We're going to roll up to this turret and basically do the same thing we did with the second Elite, the second group of enemies. Stun blast before you hop in to prevent all those grenades, potential grenades from flying at you from those grunts. And then just rotate the shade turret around this area and take out all of the enemies. You want to prioritize suicide grunts if they're coming at you because obviously they could dish out a lot of damage if they get close. And we are once again going to hop out of our shade turret and blow it up for a good amount of points. And then we're going to grab the plasma grenades from that crate right there. We're going to take out our assault rifle and we're going to use it to destroy a lot of the grunts in the area. Because we're going to go down to this path, and it offers a good line of sight for all the grunts running at you. So you can see we could just back up slowly and take out the grunts as they come at us. That Elite likes to charge us as well, so I just stuck him with a grenade. And I'm just going to focus on the grunts for the most part, because the jackals are annoying with their shields. Just go up this path, take out the grunts. If you do encounter any jackals that are in the way, just throw a grenade at them. Throw a grenade at that last Elite as well. And we're pretty much done. We have more points than we need for the gold star threshold, but I still have a bunch of grenades, so as we cut back and go back to the Hornet, you can see I'm going to be throwing some of these remaining grenades at the jackals that we kind of ignored and didn't really pay attention to. Now we'll give them some attention. Again, we don't really need to increase our score because we already hit the threshold, but why not? And I actually missed a handful of the grenade throws here. I hit random shrubberies, and these aren't shrubberies. I don't know what they are. There's some kind of plant life, very alien looking. We are on an alien planet, so I guess that makes sense. But go back to the Hornet, finish the mission, see what we got here. We only needed 65 and we got 96, so that is good enough right there. B4, to start this mission, we want to go up and grab the grenades out of that crate, and then as we cross this bridge, we want to focus just on the grunts because they are a one-shot kill with the Magnum or a one melee kill, so we could get a long string of multi-kills going here. So we got 5 to start, then there's a couple up top. You can see I used that one to keep the multi-kill alive, then move down here. I like to go up the right side of the bridge here, the lower side from our point of view. And you can see I'm just pacing myself with these grunts, and then I throw grenades at that shade turret, because that is a lot of points, as we know. And then I'm going to try to take out that second shade turret. I actually miss, get my auto-aim focused on that Elite up there, so we took that guy out. And then the random turret that is firing at us in random places throughout the bridge took out the shade for me. Which is not great because I didn't get points for it, but that's okay. We'll get enough points anyway. And for this Wraith, we want to destroy it. Not entirely, because we want to get the pilot to bail, which will give us a multi-kill. If you weaken a Wraith enough, the pilot will bail, and then you could kill the elite pilot and the Wraith itself for 2 kills instead of just the 1 Wraith kill if the pilot remained inside while you killed it. But then we're just going to head up the left shoulder here, if that's what you want to call it, the left side, and then we're going to destroy all of the enemies in this area by this turret. They are not a match for this Wraith tank. It's pretty beefy. So we took out all the enemies on the left side. Now we're going to cut back down and go up the right side. There are going to be some enemies before we go up the right side. You can see there's some grunts here. There is also an empty shade turret, so we take that out. Basically free points just sitting there. Still worth points even though nobody's inside of it. That's cool with us. We need the points. We could use them. That's what we're going for here. We're basically going to take out the all the enemies in the right side here, just like we did on the left. You should be able to reach all of them with your Wraith. And then we are going to hop out, and we're going to take out this Wraith eventually, because like the shade turret, even though it's not occupied, it still is worth a lot of points if we blow it up. But I'm going to go grab some more grenades. Planted that bomb on that big mega turret, and here's the one guy we couldn't take out with our Wraith. We couldn't reach him, but we threw a grenade at him to weaken him for the most part, then continued shooting him to kill the grunt, and then eventually blow up the shade itself. Grab some more plasma grenades from that crate. There's another grenade up here that an enemy dropped, which is totally random. Sometimes they drop grenades, sometimes they don't. Our Marines took out those 2 elites for us, which is not cool. I guess we have enough points anyway, so it doesn't matter, but we're trying to rack up points here, Marines. Stop taking our kills. But we took out the Wraith, which is important because that is worth a lot of points. Sorry for blowing you up. It was a good ride, a lot of good memories, but got to get those points. But after taking out that Wraith, we went up and planted a bomb on the second turret, which is the final objective other than reaching the final nav point, which is down here. So we're going to go to the bridge that we crossed to start the mission, and that should end the mission. And we will see what we have going here score-wise. 112 base score, mission accomplished. And what did we need? We needed 80,000, and we ended with 118, so not bad. So for this final mission, we're going to hop into this Scorpion tank and lay waste to everything, basically. There's a shade turret right there to start that is empty, so we want to take that out. 2,500 points right off the bat for no reason. But we're going to go to the right of the map here to start. I like to work my way from bottom to top for this mission. I used to do top to bottom. Now I do bottom to top. Don't ask me why. But you definitely don't want to move up and down directly. You want to diagonally go up or down this mission because there are a lot of suicide grunts, and they could easily get to you faster if you are going straight up or straight down, because since it's a widescreen format, you have less of a field of view when you're going straight up. You have less time to react if there's an enemy coming from straight above you or straight below you. That's why for the most part in this mission you'll see me moving left or right or diagonally. You'll never see me moving directly up or directly down for the most part, because you have less of a chance to react, less time to react to something coming directly above or directly below you. And even if you kill those suicide grunts, if they're close enough, they still will damage you. So every second counts with those guys. But anyway, aside from the suicide grunts being a major threat in this mission, there are also a bunch of Wraiths, a bunch of Ghosts, a bunch of Shade Turrets, and that's really where you're going to rack up a bunch of kills. And like I mentioned in the previous mission, if you weaken a vehicle enough, a Ghost or a Wraith enough, the pilot will get out, and then you could actually get 2 kills. You could kill the pilot, who is now on foot, and you could destroy the vehicle as well. So you could get 2 kills instead of just getting the 1 kill. So you could use that to your advantage to get more kills, more points, more multi-kills. So you could use that strategy as you see fit, but I find that you don't really need to for this mission just because there are so many vehicles that you could really just blow them up as soon as you see them. You don't really have to worry about getting the pilot to bail out to get 2 kills instead of 1. I find it's just easier to roll through an area and just demolish it with your Scorpion tank. And you will see me do it on occasion, but for the most part, I'm just destroying things as soon as I see them, not really worrying about getting the pilot to bail out. And another thing is you don't want to go into the middle of the map to start the mission. You either want to go from bottom to top like I did, or top to bottom, because it's easier to fight an enemy on one side only rather than being surrounded on all sides. And also you could just move in one direction, kind of zigzagging up the map, and string together a bunch of kills that way. If you start in the middle, it's kind of tough to keep your multi-kill going for as long as possible. But we're approaching the end of the mission here, just one last Wraith to go, and I'm going to milk this a little bit, get the pilot to bail out on that one, destroy this parked Ghost, kill these infantry guys, kill the pilot since he's out of the Wraith now. One last elite down here decides he wants to meet his maker as well, and then we'll go up and finish the mission by killing the last Wraith So we only needed 115, and we got 237, and that is all for that mission and the whole operation. Stick around for Operation C Gold Stars. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found that video helpful, be sure to click on the scorpion icon to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. You can also check out some related guides by clicking on the videos on screen, and you can find links in the description for other social media links of mine. Stay tuned for more Halo guides, and I'll see you in the next one.